Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 50-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a lot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down, Broncos.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Check Mike, man, drop deep.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They go counter with Howard. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Situation. Let's go.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Murray, flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
The touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Mariota on 1st down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
You ain't going nowhere. Check. Alpha. Three. Check 4. Check 2.
To throw Mariota. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Ebron's got it. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Check 3.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Finding Gabriel complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action. Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. To try again after the sack, Mariota, and this is going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Following the interception here, Mariota. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And they'll get this down to the 10. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. This is Howard on 2nd down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. And his kick here is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray being chased out left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Murray now on first down. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing now is Murray.
You ain't going nowhere.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Murray. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down now, it's Grant. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They go back to Grant. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Blue there, blue there.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And the Raiders have got him. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
3rd and goal they decided to throw for, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
The kick by Bryant is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where it's...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Play action now. Mariota. He'll buy some time right. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he connects with Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Broncos.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 14. Off the play fake, Mariota. Flushed out right. And it comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And going deep for Hill. It's caught at the 10. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 52 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Lindsey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. One more time with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better? Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Play fake. Mariota. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. A first down throw for Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season. Mariota now from the 50. Looking deep here for Ebron. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Check Mike, 99, Mike 99. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Check Mike, 99, Mike 99. And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Another run by Lindsey. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Here's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Game in hand. The offense takes the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Double tight. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more